Feeling my way through the darkness, guided by a beating heart. I can't tell where the journey will end, but I know where to start.
Hello, I'm Dylan Tepera of the Dekeday Foundation. We appreciate you joining us this week for our Student of the Week, Yuka Akiyama. We chose Yuka because she's a foreign exchange student from Japan. Yuka, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Let's get started. How old are you?
18.
18 years old. What school do you attend, and what grade are you in?
Junior.
You're a junior?
Yeah.
At what school? What school do you go to?
Clear High School.
Clear Springs High School? How are your grades?
Some A and some class is B.
A's and B's?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you have difficulties with the English language?
Yes, a lot. Because during a class, understanding is so hard for me, so all subject is so hard, and especially English class is so hard. Yeah.
Is it difficult to learn at school?
Yeah.
It's really hard. Yeah. Alright, well tell us, how does teachers and students treat you?
Always teacher care of me, and always teacher give me the extra paper for me,
Extra notes?
Yeah, extra note, yeah. Always my friend invite me to go to shopping or to go to the
Take you out places?
yes.
Just wherever they go?
Yeah.
Well, what made you decide to be a foreign exchange student here in the U.S.?
I wanted to go to another country during my high school year, and I wanted to change by myself because before I came to here, I knew living in America is too hard, so I wanted to try to different stuff.
Do something different? Well, how do your parents feel about it?
First time I told my parents I want to go US to as an exchange student, my parents said no, and because I couldn't speak. When I came to here, I couldn't speak English at all, so my parents worried about this. So
They weren't too excited about it?
Yes.
How long are you staying in here?
10 months. I will stay in here whole school year.
Then you're leaving? Go back to Japan after school?
Yes.
Okay. Well, what do you like here about Texas?
I like here so much because we have so much freedom. I can do everything, and my town is so cold, so Texas is so warm. I like this climate.
What do you like to do here for fun?
To go to shopping with my friend, to go to church with my friend.
Go where?
Church.
Church?
Yeah. Eating.
Eating? Different food?
Yeah.
Here than...
I love Mexican food.
You don't have that in Japan?
I have never eaten Mexican food.
Really?
Yeah.
What about American food? Is this your first time eating American food?
Not really, because we have a
McDonald's?
Yeah, McDonald's and like Burger King or
Oh, okay.
something, so yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's not too different. What are your plans after high school and to become an adult?
I want to go to the many country, and in the future I want to be flight attendant.
A flight attendant?
Yeah.
Well, Yuka, you definitely seem unique, and I'm glad we had the chance to become friends. The Dekeday Foundation is proud to introduce you as our Student of the Week.
There we go. Hi, I'm David Tepera of the Dekeday Foundation. This portion of the interview is to help other families who might be thinking of hosting foreign exchange students or other students who have foreign exchange students in their class. To help explain that for us today is Yuka's host parent, Alex McCauley Slack.
Yes.
How you doing?
Nice to see you, Dan.
Yeah, thank you for inviting us into your beautiful home. Well, let's get started. What made you and your family choose to be a host parents?
I started doing this 9 years ago. When my daughter went to private Christian school, we had an opportunity to host children from South Korea for the entire school year that were going to be living in America and completing their high school education. Nowadays, I take each year a new student, unlike the first one. So each year I get a new student who comes in for just one school year
Okay.
and goes to our local high school.
Now, do you choose the student and what
Yes.
age, what grade, and so forth?
So I work with an organization called Share, and they provide profiles for the students, and we can choose where the student comes from. We can choose the ages of the students, and they give us a questionnaire that the student has filled out, plus a letter that the student has written themselves for us to review. And so we pick the student that we think is the most interesting.
Okay, so you get a complete profile of that student, of everything, their background and family and so forth?
It's pretty sparse, but it does at least answer some questions about what are they interested in, why would they like to come over here, and what are they looking forward to doing.
Okay, now, so it's called Share.
Share.
Are they affiliated with the school system, or is it just its own resource?
This is their own resource. They are all over the country. And in fact, I'll get you the information before we leave. But they have a website.
And we'll post that on this video as well too. So
Excellent.
Great.
And so they are all over the country, and they work all over the country. And I work with a local coordinator here out of Texas City. So I get to meet other students and other families too as a support network.
What are the challenges for host families bringing in a foreign student? I mean, there's possible language barriers, there's cultural differences.
Yes.
So what are those challenges that you guys have faced?
There's homesickness. There are cultural differences. We always choose to do Asian countries. That's our personal choice as a family. I lived in Japan for a while, so I enjoyed the culture so much I wanted to continue to work with similar cultures. And so we have always picked children from Asia, which some people might think is the most foreign to us here, but we enjoy it, and they have the most to show us because they are the most different in many ways to our own culture.
So, okay, what are some of the benefits that you guys are feeling from being able to host Asian foreign exchange students?
Well, it was great. My daughter was an only child, and so now at this point she has 7 sisters as far as she's concerned who have come into our lives and been part of it. They have brought their culture to us, and there's some wonderful benefits to learning how other people see things. And if you've ever walked around at Christmas, for example, and seen the Christmas lights and think, oh, those are beautiful, walk around with somebody who's never been in a neighborhood that has Christmas lights everywhere. And their excitement
Oh, yeah.
as they look at them is like a small child, and it makes you excited again to show your culture. They bring it to you from another perspective and allow you to see our culture from a new perspective.
Well, what kind of advice can you give to other families who might be interested in to host foreign exchange students?
Be careful about your expectations. One thing I found is the students sometimes have expectations of what America's supposed to be like, and sometimes we have expectations on what we think another culture is like. And so remember to be open-minded. They have so much to share, and I've always treated them as if they were my own children as they came in. And in turn, either I've been incredibly lucky or this is really the way it works, but all of them have turned around and just shown me love and openness too. And it has been so much fun to just watch them learn our culture in a positive manner.
Right. Well, it says a lot about you as a person if the children are, having a love for you as well. I noticed that Yuka called you mom. as well, and that kind of threw me a little bit, but that was, obviously it says a lot about your character and what kind of person and the love you bring to them.
Well, thank you.
And kind of piggyback on what you just answered there, what about for students who have foreign exchange students in their classrooms? What kind of advice can you give them on how they should treat or embrace these kids?
One of the biggest things are these children are coming into our culture and they see movies about American students that are so outgoing. And American students, in a majority of our movies, go out and reach out to people all the time and try to bring them in. And a lot of times the reality is we're teenagers no matter where you go, and they get nervous and they're not sure what to do. And so you look at this foreign exchange student and think, well, she's not approaching me. I don't know if I should approach her.
Right.
But the reality is she's just as nervous, and usually more nervous, because she's afraid that you're not going to understand her speaking, that you're going to speak too quickly, and wow, what if she approaches you and you don't want to talk to her?
Yeah.
So if you have a child that comes from another country or even from another school, walk up to them.
Right.
More than likely, they are just begging inside, oh, please
Right.
let somebody come, ask me to sit with them at lunch. Please let somebody come and say something to me.
Right. Well, obviously Yuka has, her personality is shine somewhere, because she's talked about already making friends and going shopping, which all teenagers like to do,
Oh, yes.
especially girls. This has been really helpful in helping everybody have a better understanding of the foreign exchange experience. Alex, we appreciate you inviting us in our house. You're obviously a very unique lady, and CCISD is lucky to have someone like you hosting these types of students for us, and we thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
As always, be responsible, be safe. Thank you.